In a virtual world, our presentations are often distorted and our meaning is lost due to psychological and technological noise. By adding the element of presentation psychology to our performance, we can ensure that our message displayed is our message conveyed. I'm Dan Green, the Iowa Shinobi. Let's do it. If your audience remembers one thing only, what should it be? Studies have shown that in modern business, presentations should have one theme only. A faster pace of business, an overly caffeinated society, and an unhealthy dependency on technology create a very short attention span within the modern day professional. How can we make sure that we are remembered? Let's take a trip down memory lane and remember back to Communications Class 101. We have the encode-decode model of communication, which is the idea that the encoder, or sender, packages up a nice message that is sent through a specific medium to the decoder, or receiver. In the modern world, the channel or medium of choice is usually a PowerPoint or a keynote presentation, a proposal, an email, or other various electronic documents. Sometimes the chosen channel distorts our message and it isn't decoded by the receiver how we intended them to do so. It's hard enough when we talk to someone face to face to get our message across, so imagine the psychological distortion a message captures when it gets put into PowerPoint, presented virtually, and replayed to a global audience. How many of you walk away from meetings at work not remembering a single thing that you just listened to for the last hour? How many of you enter a presentation and immediately dread the upcoming hour before you? If we are trying to encourage people to act or sway opinions based on our presentations, these are not good feelings for our audience to have. How can we make sure that this doesn't happen and that our message that we encoded breaks through the noise to our receivers with no distortion at all? First, let's remember the three ways that people learn and retain ideas. Some are visual learners, some learn through hearing, and some learn through touch. But research has shown that a combination of auditory, visual, and kinesthetic methods is the best way to have your ideas stick. In the world of modern business and virtual presentations, we got the audio and visual component down. But what about touch? Our communication medium needs to have three vital areas addressed in order to ensure that our message is received clearly and, most important, accurately. We have the format, which consists of the method of delivery, grammar, language, humor levels, and syntax. We have our actual message, which conveys the idea that we want to stick, the situation we need to report, or the call to action we hope the audience takes afterwards. Lastly, we have the psychology. Here is the touch, the emotion, the desired behavior. Here is where we stir emotion and make sure our audience is enchanted with our message. When we present, we aren't just dumping facts onto them. If we are, then an email would do. We are trying to inspire. We are trying to motivate. We are trying to promote a feeling within them that creates specific behaviors after the presentation. Do we want them to purchase from us? Do we want them to hire us? What do we want them to do after the presentation? Presentation psychology addresses this missing element of most presentations. There are many times when our presentation is unclear. The audience wonders why they are attending, or the story just doesn't resonate. Why does your presentation matter? Is your idea sticky? What is your signal-to-noise ratio? Do you avoid the curse of knowledge? Are you presenting facts, or are you presenting a story? Are you a machine just dumping facts onto them, or are you a human inspiring connection? Will you be remembered? Presentation psychology ensures that your message displayed is your message conveyed. Connect with your audience in a more visceral, visual, emotional, and memorable way. Turn your fact-based presentation into something that inspires movement, change, and passion. Combine visual and auditory elements with presentation psychology to ensure that your audience feels your message, believes your message, and remembers your message. Add the element of touch to your virtual or physical presentation today. Contact Profession Progression for a free analysis.